All right, beautiful work, Brandon. Beautiful work. Okay, so we'll come back here. I'll talk real quick, and I'll talk it up to the anthem. We'll take a 2-minute break plus the open, and we'll be ready to roll. Okay, excellent. We have heard from Emilio Martinez and from Nick Friedel, the reigning Defensive Player of the Week in the PFL, along with head coach Dale Lindsay. And now we're ready for kickoff here this afternoon. San Diego and Davidson matching up, two of the best offenses in the country. USD with the number 2 passing offense in the nation. Davidson with the number 1 rushing attack on the year. The Wildcats, who put up 91 in their 3rd game of the year back in September, set the all-time FCS records for total and rushing yards in a single contest. And the winner of Guilford, a Division III school. Now they come in with that hybrid triple option pistol attack here today against San Diego. We have an update for you from the Pioneer Football League. Marist has lost at Drake. It means San Diego today, as they get ready to take the field here in mere moments, will be playing for a Pioneer Football League championship and a right to go to the playoffs for the 4th time in 5 years. San Diego, with a win today, will take home the championship. Marist has suffered their 2nd loss of the season. And USD will take the field here at 2 o'clock against Davidson with a chance to play for the outright title. A huge update as Drake holds on. A couple of late interceptions to beat Marist 13-10. That gives Stetson, Marist, and Drake all 2 losses. And San Diego undefeated so far here at 6-0. San Diego has won the toss here with the captains out at midfield. They'll receive first. Anthony Lawrence, Daniel Cooney, Connor Spencer, Kim Mahoney. 4 of the great seniors honored here today for the University of San Diego. And USD will be out there on offense first. with a chance now to play for the PFL title. It would be the 7th in 8 years. It'd be the 4th playoff berth in the last 5. And thanks to the Marist loss, San Diego will play for that title. By the way, just as a side note, they actually, even with Stetson losing today, can lose to the Davidson and still have a chance to play for the title next week when USD goes to Marist and to Poughkeepsie. But a win today in sunny Southern California would prevent San Diego from having to deal with any sort of travel or weather issues and having to win the title on the road next week. They can clinch it at home here today as they try and keep the nation's longest winning streak, home winning streak, conference winning streak on the line here today. That's when we come back. San Diego and Davidson here with a chance to go to the playoffs on the line. This is USD football. The playoffs. San Diego can win the Pioneer Football League with a victory over the Davidson Wildcats. Here we go at 2 o'clock from Torero Stadium, final home game of the year. USD with the longest home winning streak in the country on the line today. Longest conference win streak as well as they play host to the Wildcats, who have the best rushing attack in the nation. San Diego here at 2 o'clock thanks to the Marist loss at Drake. Is now playing for a Pioneer Football League championship. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Cronin with you here today. Brandon Trufa is our producer. As USD is in the home navy blue uniforms with the white numbers, white pants, navy helmets here today at home. Davidson kicking off first here in the white and red out of North Carolina. It's a low line drive bouncing kick to Michael Armstead, who's number 2 in the country in return yardage. And he'll take it out across the 30-yard line to the 31. That is where Anthony Lawrence will take the field, perhaps for the final time in San Diego as the starting quarterback for the University of San Diego Toreros. When he left high school at Grossmont, he was then the all-time leading passer in San Diego high school history, and he's now the all-time leader here at the University of San Diego as well. He needs just 458 yards to break the all-time Pioneer Football League record, and he's honored here today on Senior Day for what he's done the last 4 years, 4-year starter for USD. Handoff to Emilio Martinez. We heard from a sophomore tailback on the pregame show today. Martinez coming in with 600 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns in his sophomore campaign. Remember, that's without playing in effectively 3 of the contests for San Diego, 3 of the first 9. Today is game number 10, and Martinez will take that one out to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. Lawrence has thrown for 2,900 yards on the season, 25 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. The passing yardage, 2nd in the country. The touchdowns, 3rd. He's the number 1 QB in the FCS ranks. He throws that one to Michael Bandy out to the 40-yard line. Bandy off and running. On the second play of the drive, San Diego goes for 59 yards and the opening touchdown. Anthony Lawrence to Michael Bandy, 2 of the best in the country. And San Diego's on the board, 6-0 first with the extra point coming. So just like that, Lawrence throws his 26th TD of the year. And now Aiden Johnson will be on, the senior, for the extra point attempt. The Eastlake grad at Chula Vista, the 5'8 senior, honored here today, 1 of 15 for San Diego. The extra point is up, it's good, and it's 7-0 in favor of USD. Well, the Toreros, with a win today and are off to a great start, can take home the Pioneer Football League championship. San Diego has been to the playoffs 3 times since they were granted an automatic bid for this league. They went in 2014, lost at Montana, got back after losing by 1 point to Dayton and losing out on the playoff berth in 2015. That was their last conference loss 28 games ago. They lost by 1 point in Ohio. So they didn't go in 15. They went in 2016 for their second trip, and they beat Cal Poly. It was then the greatest accomplishment in program history, and all they did was follow it up last year with an even better win at Northern Arizona. And now they'll look to get back to the playoffs here. Michael Bandy, by the way, who's the number 2 receiver in the country with 1,100 yards and now 11 touchdowns on the year, picked up that 59-yarder for San Diego. And so it's USD 7-0 here in the early going against the Davidson Wildcats. It's a senior-led group that hits onto the field now on the defensive side of the ball as well for USD. Ari and Archie among those honored today, starting at corner for San Diego, leading the team with 2 interceptions on the season for the Toreros. Senior from Vallejo. Connor Spencer and Aaron Louth, the 2 great defensive tackles. They'll have their hands full today against this rushing attack for Davidson, as the Wildcats take that one out to the 33-yard line. Tyler Phelps is their quarterback. He has just 11 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the season. But Phelps has also run for 500 yards and 3 more TDs in this triple option attack that works out of the shotgun for Davidson. The starting tailback is James Story, who has 12 TDs, 500 yards on the ground. Wesley Duggar, William Wicks, in the ground game as well. Not much happening here, very close to a first down at the 34-yard line for Davidson. They work left to right in the all-white jerseys, top and bottom with a red trim of Davidson, North Carolina. But San Diego defensively with these seniors, Lout and Spencer have run the middle for the Toreros all year. Lout out of Long Beach and St. John Bosco, and Spencer from Boulder, Colorado, leading the defense at tackle for USD. Phelps keeps this one himself and will get the first down. Tyler Phelps now to the 43-yard line. Going to be a gain of 9 and a first down for Davidson. They're the number 2 team in the nation in third down conversions at 53%. And they keep drives alive here, keeping them on the ground and moving forward. San Diego scoring at just the second play, with Anthony Lawrence picking up with Michael Bandy for a 7-0 lead. But now Davidson back on offense. Hand off here, Story, and he's immediately brought down at the 45-yard line, a gain of 2. Kim Mahoney and Manoa Tuiasosopo, a couple of seniors in that linebacking core for the Toreros. Tuiasosopo out of San Pedro. Mahoney from here in San Diego, from St. Augustine High for USD, honored for the contest. Of course, Kama Kamaka, the sophomore from Hawaii, also starts at linebacker. USD's got a couple of new safeties in the rotation defensively. Brian Kelly and Hunter Nichols. This handoff comes to William Wicks, but he is stopped for a loss on the play back to the original line of scrimmage of the 43-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Brian Kelly and Hunter Nichols again starting today for USD. They both started and played very well as part of the defensive stand against Drake last week for USD in Des Moines. And a couple of newcomers for USD. Nichols is just a freshman out of Calabasas. And Kelly, the junior out of the state of Washington. That throw is nearly picked off on the far side. Incomplete. It's David Tolbert, who has led the team this year in pass breakups and for San Diego for quite some time. That is his 12th of the season. And now it's 4th down, and Davidson is showing that they're going to go for it. 4th down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. And they'll pooch it away. So this will be a short punt. Very poor punt with a quarterback out of bounds from Phelps to the far sideline. That was his first punt of the season. And San Diego's going to take over their own 46-yard line. So not a good start for Davidson. They pick up the first down, but nothing more. And Anthony Lawrence and the Toreros are right back on the field. Now, Anthony only needs 458 yards to become the all-time leading passer in the history of the Pioneer Football League. He needs just 539 to get to 12,000 for his career. Already with a 59-yard touchdown pass to Michael Bandy. Here is Emilio Martinez again. Off the right side, Martinez with the first down run. And knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So a 14-yard gain for San Diego. Martinez got 9 on the first drive before Lawrence threw the touchdown pass. Now he comes up with a 14-yarder off the right side of the line. It's 1st and 10 for USD. Officially at the 39-yard line of the Wildcats. Now split backs as Lawrence works out of the shotgun for USD. 3 wide for San Diego. Included Bandy out of the backfield. Lawrence rolls away to his right, throws an incomplete, trying to go to Bandy. And it's out of bounds. Bandy is the number 2 receiver in the country. He's already caught his 11th touchdown pass today. Well over 1,100 yards, 11 TDs. Bandy came into last week as the number 1 receiver in terms of yardage per contest. He's number 2 in the nation in total yardage in the passing game. San Diego will send Christian Brooks in motion, the senior out of Grossmont High, who played 2 high school years and now 2 college years with Anthony Lawrence. Handoff again to Martinez, this time off the left side. And it'll only be about a 2-yard gain. Now to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8 for San Diego. On the carry by Emilio Martinez. Dalton Kincaid, the freshman tight end, has come on out of Las Vegas at 6'5", 220. He's got 5 touchdowns among his 13 catches this year for USD. Bandy goes to the right, Brooks in the slot to the left, and Michael Armstead, number 2 return man in the country, has come on for San Diego late as one of their better receivers among a great receiving core altogether. And they look for Armstead to the near side. Lawrence up for Armstead. That one incomplete. Taken down by Jalen Staples and Rashawn McCall. And so it'll be 4th down now for USD. And San Diego's going to have to punt. So Armstead, the intended target, incomplete. And now Tanner Colgan will come on to punt things away. Number 23 in the country in terms of just sheer yardage for Tanner Colgan. And here's an end-over-end kick. Spiraling toward the 15-yard line, taking a San Diego bounce and going all the way to the 6. So Colgan again pinning his opponent back deep. He's had a wonderful year. And Davidson will take over at their own 7-yard line. So USD off to a great start with a 7-0 lead. Scoring their first drive. And now the Wildcats will pick back up on offense from their own 7. We talked about David Tolbert, now his junior campaign of Loyola High, 5'9", 170-pound junior from Los Angeles, from Northridge. At one corner with Archie, the senior, at the other for USD. This one on the ground, and here's a big-time play. It's Wesley Duggar, who is off and running. Kim Mahoney's the only one who could try and track him down. Duggar from the 7-yard line is going to go 93 yards for the touchdown. We warned you about the #1 rushing defense in the country, and Davidson now is an extra point away from tying this game up. On a 93-yard run, longest of the season for Davidson. Duggar into the end zone for the 13th time. And it's 7-6, but here's the extra point attempt for Davidson. Kick is up. It is good. So we're tied at 7 apiece. And again, just the rushing attack for Davidson, the hybrid on the triple option. Wesley Duggar, the sophomore, with that run there, exactly 93 yards. He now has 2 1,000-yard rushing seasons in his first 2 years on campus. Exactly 1,000 yards for the year, and that's his 13th touchdown. Davidson's the #1 rushing offense in the country. Think about this. They average per game 401 rushing yards a contest. In their 3rd game of the season, one that was moved up to a Thursday night because of Hurricane Florence, they put up 91 points. But they set the all-time FCS record with 964 yards total and 685 on the ground. Well, there they just notched a 93-yard touchdown run for Wesley Duggar. And they've tied the game at 7. First quarter action here. We have 9:29 left to go in the opening quarter. Here's a short kick taken by the up man, Caden Fitch, and he'll take it out to the 34-yard line for USD. San Diego's had great starting field position for now all 3 of their drives. Anthony Lawrence will bring his team back onto the field. Daniel Cooney, Nolan Basono, Jake Michaels, Christian Williams, Aiden Valencia up front for USD. That offensive line is number 7 in the country in terms of fewest tackles for loss given up on the year, including sacks. The 7th best offensive line in FCS football. And here is a carry to the near side. It's the first of the day for Terrence Smith. And he'll actually lose a yard off the left side of the line. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for USD. Cooney is a senior for the Toreros. Their NFL prospect at left tackle at 6'8", 315 out of Illinois. Jake Michaels is not necessarily a senior by eligibility, but he is going to graduate here for USD in a couple of weeks from the football team, and next year from the university here. So his parents, who saw his brother Max, who's in attendance today as well, played for so many years at Poway High. Now they go to Bandy on the near side. Bandy, and incomplete. Again, the coverage for Rashawn McCall, the junior corner. That's 2 he has broken up now. And it goes incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd down and 11 for San Diego from their own 34-yard line. Jake Michaels at center is going to graduate for USD. Daniel Cooney, Christian Williams as well for the Toreros. Williams out of Vista, the former Panther at 6'3", 285. Michaels played at Poway High for USD. So 3 seniors on that offensive line for the Toreros. And we got a flag that comes in. It'll go against USD. And it goes against Cooney, it looks like. An offensive line, a false start. So it'll be 3rd and 16 now for San Diego from their own 29-yard line for USD. But the Toreros will graduate 3 of those 5 offensive linemen, honored among the 15 seniors overall for the Toreros. Christian Brooks, the senior from Grossmont High. In motion, gives San Diego 4 wide, including Dalton Kincaid, the freshman tight end. Lawrence to throw on 3rd and 16, far side. That one incomplete. Batted down. Armstead was the intended target. And Nathan Campbell, the senior for Davidson, broke it up. Incomplete, and USD will have to punt with a tie ball game, 7 apiece here in the opening quarter. 8:30 still to go in our first period, and it's 7 apiece with Colgin on for the second time. McCall, who already broke up 2 passes today, is back deep to receive the punt from Colgin, who's averaging 42 yards a kick, in the top 25 in the country. And here's a beautiful boomer. Goodness gracious, that one all the way back toward the goal line is going to roll into the end zone. There's a flag on the play, but that was a near 80-yard punt if it stands for Tanner Colgin. So there'll be a 10-yard penalty assessed at the end of the kick, meaning the touchback on a holding call against Davidson. That is an enormous punt from Tanner Colgin, and because of the penalty, Wildcats will actually have to start back at their own 10-yard line. All the way back because of the holding call, 7 apiece here. And here are the Wildcats, fresh off the Wesley Duggar 93-yard touchdown run, his 13th of the season, now at 1,000 yards in each of his first 2 years on campus. And they'll pitch it back to the near side. This is William Wicks, and he's off and running. Wicks from the 10-yard line. He's going for a 90-yard touchdown. Wicks all the way down to the goal line. He's in. So that's 2 plays here for Davidson. Back-to-back, a 93-yard score and a 90-yard touchdown run. Wicks this time following Duggar. He's got his 9th touchdown run of the season. And it's 13-7 Davidson with the extra point coming. Michael Matthews will be on for the extra point. Back-to-back touchdowns for the Wildcats. Kick is up and it is good. So 14-7 in favor of Davidson. And the advantage for the Wildcats here, by the way, that Tanner Colgin punt was 71 yards. Wicks followed it up with a 90-yard touchdown run. The advantage for Davidson now is if they can get into their offense and keep the football away from Anthony Lawrence and Michael Bandy and the Toreros on their side. You always want to play with a lead if you're a team that loves to run the football, and Davidson has that now early here in the first quarter. 14-7, they've scored on touchdown runs of 93 and 90 yards. Those are by far their 2 longest touchdowns of the season. Their previous long was 67 coming in for any carry, and they've gotten 90 and 93-yard touchdown runs already here today. I recall a game back in North Carolina during Ron Carragher's tenure here at San Diego. USD actually fell behind. I want to say it was 28-0. It may only have been 21-0, but it was 21 or 28-0 in the first quarter. And USD came back and won that game in North Carolina. They got to come from behind today if they want to win the PFL championship on this Saturday. And I'll have to wait until next week to try and win it again at Marist. Here's Armstead on the return out to the 29-yard line. San Diego will start there. Armstead came into today number 2 in the country, averaging 35 yards a return. And he himself had a big touchdown 2 weeks ago against Jacksonville. He had a 100-yard TD return on a kickoff. So here's Lawrence coming under center for USD. Dominic Graziani is in at fullback ahead of Terrence Smith, the sophomore from New Jersey. Cooper Hagmeyer is in at tight end, the freshman for USD, 6'5", 215. Here is Smith to the near side. And Smith will only get 1 yard on the carry. Pushed on back. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for USD. And Smith is slow to get up for the Toreros. Slow to get up. He'll have to come off the field. He's running off the field. No training staff near him, but he is running off the field for USD. So Smith comes out, and Emilio Martinez returns for the Toreros. Anthony Ellison would be the 3rd string running back for San Diego if they have to go that far. Martinez set across the 30 and pushed on back. He makes it to the 33-yard line. A flag comes in. Looks like this might be against San Diego. 2 flags in the secondary, and they may get Michael Armstead for a call here. Michael Mothershed is our official. He's a veteran. He's been around for a long time. Done games in the PFL for years and does a great job. Yeah, it's going to be a personal foul, an unnecessary roughness call against Michael Armstead for USD. So after Emilio Martinez got the carry, after the play was blown dead, there was some pushing and shoving in the secondary, and Armstead is called for the 15-yard penalty. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in our opening quarter of football. 3 real quick touchdowns between the two teams. San Diego scoring on a 59-yard strike, Lawrence to Bandy, but then Duggar and Wicks each got big 90-yard touchdown runs. Here San Diego tries to set up the screen, and we're getting another flag as Martinez only makes it back to the 20-yard line. It would be a gain of 2 for the moment, but there is another penalty flag on the play. And this is going to be a block in the back call against Michael Bandy and the Toreros. Davidson will decline it. And so USD is going to have to punt here from right near their own goal line. Tanner Colgan had a 71-yard punt his last time out. And he'll need another big boomer this time around. As he punts from his own 5-yard line. Here we go. Colgan. This will be an end-over-end kick and not one of the big spiraling kicks. Taken back at the 30-yard line and returned to about the 33 by McCall. So Davidson will take over there, up 14-7 here with 6:26 left to go in our opening quarter of play. San Diego can win the Pioneer Football League today if they take down the Wildcats. If they fall, they'll have to go to Marist and try and win it again next week against the Red Foxes in Poughkeepsie. Tyler Phelps working out of the shotgun. Here in the option, he waits, keeps it himself. Phelps runs right into Kim Mahoney. He'll take it for a 2-yard gain to the 35-yard line, right up the middle. 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Davidson with 90 and 93-yard touchdown runs in this opening quarter of play. They lead it 14-7. And here on 2nd down and 8. Phelps to throw, batted up into the air, and intercepted. Nick Friedel pulls it down for San Diego, and USD, after allowing the 2 big touchdowns, comes up with a huge pick, batted into the air, and the defensive player of the week in the conference pulls it down for the interception. What a play. Friedel pulls it down for San Diego. I think it it was Jacob Bergstrom who got a hand on it. But Friedel comes down with it. And USD's back in business at the 34-yard line of the Wildcats. Right to left San Diego. Attacking the east end zone here at Torero Stadium. Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, pass complete to Christian Brooks. Short reception to the 32-yard line. Gain of 2 between the two seniors from Grossmont High. And it will be 2nd down and 8 for USD. Brooks on the season, that's his 30th catch of the year. He's got 334 yards coming in, 4 touchdowns. Got a big one on a flea flicker from Lawrence 2 weeks ago here at home against Jacksonville, right after Anthony had set the all-time passing record in a Torero uniform. Those two have played together for quite some time, and both graduating seniors here later this year. Handoff, and Martinez will be taken down as he gets to the 31-yard line, so only a gain of 1 here. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for San Diego. Neither team has huge range when it comes to the kicking game. Matthews for Davidson's only made 1 field goal all year, and that was at the 26-yarder from a 9-yard line. So Davidson doesn't kick very much. San Diego's only attempted 9 total field goals on the season. Aiden Johnson's longest. Senior out of Eastlake is at 37 yards. That'll be at the 20-yard line. Deep over the middle for Brooks. He was held incomplete here. No flag. Brooks over the middle. It is incomplete. Would have been at about the 10-yard line. So now it's going to be 4th down and 7 for USD. And from this position on the field, they will likely go for it. There's an injured Davidson player. It was Preston Grays, the senior safety, who is down and being attended to. But San Diego's going to have a big-time 4th down right here from the 31-yard line. The offense scored on the 2nd play of the game, but they have punted every drive after that. They went 2 plays, 68 yards, including the 59-yard pass from Lawrence to Bandy on the opening drive. Then they've had to punt 3 straight times after that. A 4th down upcoming. San Diego this year is 9 of 15, 60% on 4th down conversions. The Davidson 4th down defense, just 41% on their stops. So here's Lawrence. Out of the shotgun on 4th and 7 from the Wildcat 31-yard line. 3 wide. Martinez in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Here's Lawrence. Backing up. He throws. Pass complete to Armstead. He's got Armstead down to the 20-yard line and very, very close. We'll see where they spot the football at the 25. Let's see. And it looks to be shy of the 1st down. So Davidson comes up with the stop. Armstead over the middle gets the reception, but then he was immediately taken down. A great open field tackle by Rashawn McCall, who's had a fantastic opening quarter of play today. And USD comes up 1 yard shy. And they'll turn it over on downs. So 4:15 left to go. 14-7, Davidson out in front. Wildcats will be right back onto the field. USD got a tipped interception last time around for Nick Friedel, the reigning defensive player of the week. 8 tackles, 2 sacks in the rain against the Drake Bulldogs a week ago. Now, handoff here, another broken tackle to the near side. It's Duggar again. Duggar trying to go for a 75-yarder this time, down the near sideline, and it won't wrap him up. He's still going, finally brought down at the 10. A 65-yard run for Wesley Duggar, who already put up a 93-yard touchdown earlier. And Duggar simply makes a couple of guys miss at the line of scrimmage. He'll take this one officially down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Davidson. There will be a 1st down opportunity for them before the goal line. 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. And off in the backfield, and a fine stop there for Nick Friedel in the backfield on the carry for Eli Turner. Turner has been their number 4 rusher on the season. And Friedel gets the stop, ball all the way back to the 15-yard line, loss of 4. So Friedel already has a tackle for loss, his 6th of the season, and he's got his first interception of the year. And a great legacy of defensive lineman Don Norcross, who covers the team of the Union Tribune, did a wonderful profile on Friedel in the paper. As Phelps here looks to throw, and he got a wide open player, incomplete. Down to the goal line, trying to find William Wicks, and it's just overthrown and incomplete. Wicks was absolutely wide open at the goal line, and they missed him. Phelps overthrows him. And it goes incomplete, a break for the Toreros. 13, make it 14 yards left to go for a first down. 3rd and 14 from the 15-yard line for the Wildcats. Phelps on the incomplete pass, out of the shotgun now. He's got Duggar with him in the backfield. He looks to throw again over the middle. Duggar this time. Oh, it's dropped again in the end zone, incomplete. Duggar was open that time, and he dropped it. Davidson's had 2 chances. It's 4th down and 14 now. They're going to try their longest field goal of the year. Huge breaks for San Diego. This team that does so well, the number 1 rushing offense in the country, with 2 very easy plays that were dropped in the passing game. So here we go. This will be a 32-yard field goal, which will be 6 yards longer than what Matthews has converted on this year. He's just 1 of 3. Field goal is up, and it is good. So the longest field goal of the year for Davidson makes it 17-7, a 10-point lead for the Wildcats, who dropped 2 passes, 1 overthrown and 1 right in the hands, incomplete in the end zone. And San Diego is down by 10 here, with still 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the opening quarter of play. The Toreros giving up 3 big rushing plays. The 2 touchdowns at 90 and 93 yards, and then the 64-yard run that set up the field goal attempt. And those 3 big plays have led to the 17 points for Davidson. Here we go. They so far have not kicked totally deep. Kicks have been kind of in the intermediate range. They've not been short kicks, but they have been intermediate in ways to try and keep the ball out of Michael Armstead's hands, the number 2 return man in the country. Armstead and Martinez are both back deep for USD. Here we go. Deeper kick this time. Armstead comes up to it. Much more traditional look from the 5-yard line. And Armstead will get out to close to the 30, depending on where they mark his forward progress. So it should be right at the 30-yard line. So decent 25-yard return, and San Diego's back on offense. Anthony Lawrence, 4 of 9 for 69 yards on his senior day so far, with a 59-yard touchdown pass to Michael Bandy, but then nothing over 6 yards after that. 17-7. San Diego trailing the Davidson Wildcats in this first quarter of play. High formation. Brandon McHale, the sophomore fullback, in front of Emilio Martinez. The sophomore tailback who receives the pitch. And Martinez will take this one to the 35. So gain of 5. San Diego offensively mixing up the plays a little bit. Instead of the direct handoffs, they're trying to get Martinez a little bit more room to run. They pitched it back to him in space, and he gets it to the 35-yard line. So far today, 5 carries, 30 yards for Martinez. We have an injured Davidson player. Nick Pearson, their defensive end, is down at the 40-yard line. So with 2:16 left to go, they'll check on Pearson. We'll take a break here. At 17-7, Toreros down by 10 points here in the early going, still in the first quarter. From San Diego today, this is USD Football. Okay. Oh, yeah. San Diego trailing here by 10, 17-7. And on third down, Emilio Martinez will take this one. He won't get there. Stopped on the near side of the line, shy of the first down at the 38-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 2, and USD is going to have to punt here. Martinez got the carry to the left side, but the Davidson defense comes up big. And so Tanner Colgan will be on for a 4th time today. He's already punted 3 times. San Diego turned over on downs the last time around. Here's Colgan with a beautiful spiraling kick. Goodness gracious, again. That one bouncing down at the 2-yard line, but into the end zone. So another huge punt from Colgan. But this time, Davidson will start at the 20. And for the Wildcats, they've had those 3 big rushing plays. To set up their 3 scoring opportunities, the 90 and 93-yard TD runs, and the field goal off the 64-yard run. They have 0 passing yards, but they have 264 yards on the ground. .264 yards rushing in the first quarter for Davidson. And this carry comes to the far side. Here we go again. Off to the far side, it's Keelan Brown. And this one will be from 80 yards out, a 3rd rushing touchdown. 93, 90, and now 80 yards. Over 300 yards on the ground in the opening quarter. For Davidson, they lead 23-7 with the extra point coming. Keelan Brown gets his 3rd touchdown of the year. Extra point here is up and good. .344 total rushing yards in this first quarter for Davidson. We still got 30 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter, and Davidson leads at 24-7. Duggar with 158, Wicks with 90, Brown with 80 on just that one carry. 344 yards rushing, 0 passing yards for Davidson. They haven't needed it. Phelps is 0 for 4 with an interception in this contest, and it doesn't matter. 344 yards on the ground. Number 1 rushing offense in the country. 401 yards on average for each game, leads the nation. And they've already gone for 344 in the opening quarter. Now 24-7. Kick comes to Armstead. He'll take it at the 20-yard line, so it's a short kick. Armstead off and running to the far side here, across the 40 and out to the 43 goes Michael Armstead. So USD will start here with good field position, but they now trail 24-7 as we play toward the end of the first quarter. San Diego will take the field following the return from Armstead, with Lawrence going 5 of 10 for 72 yards and 1 touchdown, the 59-yarder to Michael Bandy. Out of the shotgun, Lawrence. Got Martinez with him in the backfield here. 1st and 10 from the San Diego 43-yard line. Quick toss to the near side. Bandy with the reception, and he'll be immediately taken down at about the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 and bring up 2nd down. They mark him officially at the 48. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for USD. Bandy with his 2nd catch of the day, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So 24-7, San Diego trailing here to Davidson after the end of period number 1. Right on back for the second quarter today from Torero Stadium. This is San Diego football. San Diego starting out the second quarter here down 24-7. And Emilio Martinez will take this one for what looks to be a USD first down. It is 5 yards off the right side of the line. So that's how quarter number 2 begins. And San Diego hopes that it's better than quarter number 1, where the Davidson Wildcats showed off their number 1 rushing offense in the country with 344 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a field goal. For the Wildcats. San Diego with Bandy to the right of Lawrence, Brooks to his left. And it's play action. Lawrence steps up, fires, goes for Kincaid, bat up into the air, and it's intercepted. Taken away to the near side. Again, it's McCall, and he steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So, an interception here for both teams now, and Davidson's right back at it. Lawrence had a couple of receivers in the area, threw it over Dalton Kincaid and right to Rashawn McCall. McCall has been everywhere today for Davidson. And now the Wildcats will take back over. San Diego's been a couple of substitutions on defense. Jack Michael, who I don't think was supposed to play today, has come on at safety for USD as Wicks gets this carry to the far side. He'll take it to the 38-yard line. It's only a gain of 1. So Michael is wearing a huge wrap on his left hand. An enormous wrap. It's like a boxing glove. It's that big on his left hand that he injured 2 games ago. He did not play against Drake, and I don't think was supposed to play today, but with San Diego having given up the 24 points, the 344 rushing yards in that first half, Jack Michael, the senior, has come on at safety, and here is Phelps off and running. May not matter, Phelps to the near side, And he'll finally be tracked down by David Tolbert at the 5-yard line. So Phelps now with his own carry down to the 5-yard line to start the quarter off. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. A 56-yard carry for Tyler Phelps, the quarterback. And Tolbert finally rushes him out of bounds. So that is now over 400 yards of rushing offense in the first half alone for Davidson. 402 yards total. Here's Phelps out of the shotgun. 1st and goal from the 5. He takes it himself. Phelps cuts it back, and Connor Spencer will get him as he gets down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal upcoming for the Wildcats. 24-7 in favor of Davidson. Number 1 rushing offense in the country. Already scored 3 times today. They still have 0 passing yards, but 402 rushing yards and 3 TDs, plus the field goal. Duggar is the man right next to the quarterback here. Phelps will take it himself, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Davidson. Their 4th TD of the day, and they go up 30-7 with the extra point coming. So Phelps, who had the 56-yarder, gets in from 2 yards out. And it's 30-7. Here is the extra point attempt for Matthews, who's already hit a field goal in this contest, his season long of 32 yards. And the extra point here is up and good. So San Diego at home here with a chance to win the PFL, must now come back 31-7. With 12:29 left to go in the second quarter. Now USD is down by quite a bit here. The Toreros today got some great news in the conference when Marist but they also got news that Stetson had lost at Butler. Meaning regardless of what happens today, USD will still play for the title next week if they lose today. They certainly want to win it at home here, do it on senior day, and keep the nation's longest home and conference win streaks intact. Both of those are on the line against Davidson today, and the Wildcats are out big, 31-7 here, with 12:29 left to go here in the second quarter. Kick away. Armstead drifts back. He'll take it at the 3-yard line. Armstead across the 15 to the near side and out of bounds at the 25. So San Diego will start there. Anthony Lawrence with a rare interception on the last drive. He threw one in the rain last week, but that one you can solely blame on the conditions. It was tough, pouring rain last week, and Lawrence threw an interception that was actually returned for a touchdown against Drake. But that was a rain-soaked interception. This one here, he overthrew Dalton Kincaid, but he's right back at it. A chance here for the senior, the all-time leading passer in the history of USD football. Out of the shotgun with McHale and Martinez in the backfield. Lawrence pumps once and throws to the far side for Christian Brooks, who's got it, tiptoeing down the sideline far side, hauls it in, and he's out of bounds at the 40-yard line of the Wildcats. A 35-yard pass, Lawrence to Brooks, and USD's offense back finally here after the early touchdown. Rolling down, they mark him out immediately at the 38. Here is Martinez, who pushes forward to the 35-yard line. Got to be a gain of 8 on first down after USD got Lawrence to Brooks, the two seniors out of Grossmont, hooking up for a 32-yard strike. Now, on 2nd and 2, here's Martinez. Off the near side, breaks a tackle. Martinez with a first down to the 29-yard line, a gain of 6 and a first down. There is an interesting stat worth noting for Davidson that they have done this to a lot of teams this year, this rushing attack, as Lawrence looks to throw. Near side, looking for Bandy, incomplete. Bandy has been covered all day by McCall. Incomplete, it'll be second down and 10. Davidson has played essentially two different football games in their first half and their second half. They've outscored their opponents by 120 points in the first half of their football games. But just in the fourth quarter alone, they've been outscored by 49. Hand off Terrence Smith. Good to see him back in there for USD. Smith will lose a yard here to the 30. It'll be third down and 11 for San Diego from the 30-yard line. Davidson, very much a first quarter team. They're plus 70 in the first quarter, but they're negative 49 in the fourth quarter. And San Diego hopes those trends continue from the Wildcats season. Now, Lawrence to throw to the far side. Up, that one caught, it's Bandy at the 5-yard line. He waltzes in for the touchdown. So USD's right back on the board. The Toreros from 30 yards out. Second time today that Lawrence and Bandy have hooked up. 31-13 with the extra point coming. Bandy now has 12 TDs on the season. Second touchdown of the day. And San Diego responds here after going down 31-7. Here's Aiden Johnson with the extra point. It's up and good. 31-14 now, USD. Lawrence got a great block from Emilio Martinez, picking up the blitz, and then Bandy makes the catch. And at the 5-yard line, spins and walks into the end zone for his second touchdown today. The number 2 receiver in the country, Michael Bandy. Now with 3 catches, 94 yards, and 2 TDs. San Diego not going away here, trying to win the Pioneer Football League at home, trying to keep the nation's longest home and conference winning streaks intact. Now Aiden Johnson will kick things away. Eli Turner and Langston Stevens will be back deep, and they'll call for the fair catch. So Davidson will start. Michael Mothershed confirming that one. Jack Michael is back in at safety for USD. Michael is a junior eligibility-wise, but it walked today as part of the Senior Day ceremonies. The senior safety out of Washington with that huge wrap on his left hand, playing with the club and the one good hand. At safety for San Diego. Now Phelps on the option will pitch it to the near side. That one forward. It's Keelan Brown up the near sideline, and Brown's still going here. Brown finally brought down at the 30-yard line. Thought he had a shot at a 75-yard touchdown run. Instead, tripped up at the 30 of San Diego. It's a 55-yard run and a first down for the Wildcats. .452 yards rushing so far in this first half and 0 passing yards for Davidson. Keelan Brown with his second carry there. He's already got 125 and a TD. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Here's Duggar, and Duggar will be wrapped up at about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3. Duggar with his third carry. Davidson is averaging a ridiculous 28 yards a carry with their 4 rushing touchdowns, averaging 28 yards a touch on the ground. Duggar remains in the backfield. Phelps out of the shotgun here on the option. He will keep it himself. Phelps brought down shy of the 20-yard line, about the 21-yard line. Brian Kelly makes the stop for USD. So this is going to be 3rd down and 1, and we talked about it for Davidson. They're number 2 in the country in 3rd down conversions at 53%. This is only 3rd and 1 as they keep it on the ground. 9:04 to go in the second quarter. San Diego trails 31-14. Handoff Duggar, and he stops in the backfield. Very close to a first down here. He reaches the ball out toward the 20-yard line. Jacob Bergstrom and the Toreros got in there, but he could have enough for the first down as he reached the football out for the 20. And they'll say first down. So Davidson does convert, even though San Diego got to the ball carrier in the backfield. 8:56 left to play in the second quarter. San Diego down 31-14. Phelps looking to throw over the middle. It's caught for the first time today down to the 5-yard line. So the first catch of the afternoon for the Wildcats, and it will be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. A 15-yard pass play. Hunter Lothan, the tight end, with the reception for Davidson, the first of the day. Phelps is 1 for 5 with that 15-yard pass. Now it's 1st and goal from the 5. Looking for their 5th rushing touchdown of the first half. End around, it's Wicks, and he'll head into the end zone untouched. William Wicks into the end zone to make it 37-14 with the extra point coming. From 5 yards out, Davidson gets into the end zone. San Diego scoring on a 30-yard pass play from Lawrence to Bandy, and immediately the Wildcats answer. Up 37-14. Here's Matthews for the extra point. It is up and it's good. So Matthews makes it 38-14. Davidson out in front. By the way, that's the single season record at Stetson in school history for most PATs. They've scored so many touchdowns this year. Matthews now, with his 5 extra points, has set the school record. They've still got a game to go. They'll be hosting Butler next week. The Wildcats come in having lost 3 straight, but their last 5 games overall were settled by a touchdown or less. And they dropped 3 straight to Morehead State, Marist, and Stetson. They lead here against USD. And here's the kickoff. Armstead backs up to the 4-yard line. He'll take it there. Trying the near side. Armstead out toward the 28-yard line. And that's where San Diego will take over on offense with 8:02 left to go in the first half. And Davidson up by 24 points. San Diego has the offensive firepower to come back in this game, but will they be able to stop the Davidson rushing attack? Anthony Lawrence will come under center. Martinez in the offset eye is the tailback. Brooks and Bandy out wide for USD on 1st and 10. Play action. Lawrence gets rid of it. It's a screen out to Martinez. Far side, he cuts it back. Martinez, run to run across midfield. Emilio Martinez looking to go to the house from 71. Up the middle of the field, and then off to his left, racing for a 71-yard And that cuts the Davidson lead down to 17. USD needs a stop on defense. The offense has scored back-to-back touchdowns. And here is Johnson to kick things away again. Stevens and Turner are back deep. Anthony Lawrence now is 9 of 16 for 210 yards. Stevens calls for the fair catch. Lawrence has already thrown 3 TDs, but also 1 interception. Bandy has caught 2, Martinez 1. But San Diego right now needs to stop on defense. Jacob Bergstrom and Nick Friedel will be the defensive ends. Bergstrom, the sophomore from San Jose at 6'3", 230. Friedel, the sophomore from San Ramon at 6'3", 235. Already with an interception in this contest for the Toreros. Handoff, Duggar in the backfield, and Connor Spencer blows him up. He ran right into his own man, and then when he turned around, number 99 was bearing down on him. And the senior Connor Spencer comes up with a stop for USD. Beautiful form tackle for the senior out of Boulder, Colorado. Spencer lining up with Aaron Laut, fellow senior out of St. John Bosco, a defensive tackle for USD. Second down and 10 for Davidson from their own 25-yard line. They run the option to the near side. Phelps keeps it himself, and he'll be stopped by Manoa Tuiasosopo after just a 1-yard gain. So the senior Tuiasosopo out of San Pedro gets the stop for USD. And now a huge third down for the Toreros defensively. Get off the field here. It would represent a huge turning point in this second quarter. They're down by 17, 38-21. We've still got 6.5 to play in the first half. Phelps looking to throw, looking for the near side, pass complete, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. Kamaka knocks Pat Tabor out of bounds, and it's going to be shy of the first down marker. They mark him out at the 36-yard line. And Davidson will have to punt. The 31-yard line, I should say. And Davidson will have to punt. It was only a 5-yard gain. And so the Wildcats will punt, an enormous stand defensively for USD. Just the second punt of the day for Davidson on offense. Wildcats lead by 17. And we get a whistle here, and it's going to be a delay of game. So a 5-yard penalty on the Wildcats. 4th and 9 here. And then we'll back Charles Morris up. Punt is away. David Tolbert waiting and letting it bounce. It takes a San Diego roll out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So, USD with the stand they needed defensively. How will this translate at the end of the second quarter? 5:57 left to go here in the first half. (38-21). Davidson with the lead. Anthony Lawrence will work out of the shotgun. 3 wide to his left. Play action, quick toss. And that one will go to Bennett Dondoyano, who makes the catch, but is immediately tackled for a loss of 2 on the play. San Diego's trying to set up the wide receiver screen. Dondoyano with his first catch, the freshman out of Seattle, Washington. Now to be second down and 12. 5:36 left to go. First half. USD down by 17. Lawrence works out of the shotgun. He's got Terrence Smith with him there. Kincaid, the freshman tight end, goes in motion to the left of Lawrence. He'll look to the near side. Lawrence looking for Brooks. Oh, it's incomplete. Brooks came back to it, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down now and 12 for USD. San Diego scoring on a 71-yard touchdown run for Emilio Martinez last time around. Now faces a 3rd and 12 from their own 43-yard line. Martinez is back with Lawrence out of the shotgun. 4 wide. Kincaid is in the slot to the right of Lawrence. And we got offsides. Free play here. Lawrence throws. Pass complete. It goes to Bandy over the middle. He cuts it back. Hurdles a defender. Bandy's still going. They throw him down to the ground. He fumbles the football. But at the 30-yard line, it goes to Bandy. There was already a flag on the play for offside. And if Davidson recovered this, then San Diego would just take the penalty. Let's see where they marked Bandy and what the decision is going to be. Remember, there is the offside that San Diego has in the free play. Bandy was thrown to the turf there at the end, and the ball came loose as he was coming down. Michael Mothershed and our officiating crew meeting near midfield to discuss all of the possibilities. Dale Lindsay is wandering his way out there. And now here's the call. And there's a roughing the passer penalty that's added to the end of that. So that's the one they'll take for San Diego. Instead of the offside call, Lawrence was hit at the end on a roughing the passer penalty. And so Davidson actually had a chance to possibly even get the ball back there. Doesn't matter if Bandy would have been down or not. They had a chance even to get the ball back. But a roughing the passer penalty moves things forward. And now it's 1st and 10 into Davidson territory. At the 42-yard line, Lawrence on play action over the middle. That's complete. It's Dalton Kincaid on his way to the end zone. He'll rumble his way in from 42 yards out. 6th touchdown of the year for the freshman. And San Diego scored on back-to-back drives. An extra point to make this a 10-point contest. 6th of the year for Dalton Kincaid. That's his first touchdown outside the red zone in 2018. And now Aiden Johnson for the extra points. 38-27 right now, San Diego. Extra point is up. It is good. So USD down at 1 point, 31-7. Down by 24 points. Has come back to make this a 10-point game with 4:54 left to go before the half. We're right on back to Torero Stadium. This is San Diego football. San Diego kicks off after their 4th touchdown of the half. A fair catch, as per usual, for Davidson. And so now the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the option on the near side, it's Wicks. He'll cut things back, and Wicks is still going out to the 33-yard line. So it's a gain of 8 or 9 there on the opening play of the drive for the Wildcats. Each team still has all 3 of their timeouts left. We have 4:33 and counting left to go here in the second quarter. It's 38-28, Davidson by 10. Wildcats have dominated the first half, but San Diego is chipping away at that big-time lead. This carry will be enough for the first down. They'll take it to the 36, so that's a gain of 2. And a first down with Keelan Brown on the carry for Davidson. Wildcats have 479 yards on the ground and just 2 catches for 20 yards in the passing game. Phelps keeps it himself this time, running to the near side. Phelps has a first down and plenty more. He's out of bounds into San Diego territory at the 46, making the 44-yard line of the Toreros. A 20-yard run for Phelps on the quarterback keeper on the option. That'll put them right near 500 yards rushing for this first half. They have 5 rushing touchdowns. And we got a flag coming here. There were a couple of guys in motion for Davidson, so be an illegal shift here against the Wildcats. Five-yard penalty makes it first down and 15 from the 49-yard line of the Toreros. It's the first time that Davidson kind of used that drop back triple option look, and 2 guys going in motion when the ball was snapped. So it'll be 1st and 15 here. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the opening half. And on the end around, they come to the near side and they pitch it back for Turner, who is stopped immediately by Manoa Tuiasosopo and Jacob Bergstrom. Just a 1-yard gain. They came to the near side, and then on the end around, the reverse, Bergstrom was able to track him down. Going to be second down, less than 15, 2nd and 14 for the Wildcats. Phelps out of the shotgun here. 2:31 to go in the half. Looks to throw. Looking for his 3rd completion, and he'll be taken down. Back across midfield, it's Jacob Bergstrom who gets to the quarterback. A huge stop, and then right back across midfield. Timeout San Diego with 2:18 left to go in the half. It'll be 3rd and 20 when we get back for Davidson. They lead by 10, 38-28. This is San Diego football. 3rd down and 19 for Davidson. The Jacob Bergstrom sack for USD, his 5th of the year, has pushed the Wildcats back to their own 47-yard line. 2:18 left to go. San Diego's just called timeout. Run the option to the near side. Phelps pitches it back to the near side. They're off and running. And it'll be Turner who is stopped shy of the 1st down. Very, very close. He picked up, it looks like 18 yards there for Davidson. It's not going to be enough for the 1st down, but it will allow the Wildcats to think about going for it on 4th down. They officially mark him all the way back at the 37, so it's 4th down and 3. 4th and 3, here they go. Phelps out of the shotgun for the 37. 2 minutes to go in the half. They look back to the sideline now. Taking time off the clock. San Diego trailing by 10, 38-28. And looks like they may call timeout right as the play clock gets down to 1, and they do. So with 1:43 left to go, Davidson will take timeout, and we'll take it as well. Right on back to Torero Stadium, 38-28 in the 1st half. This is San Diego football. It is 38-28. Davidson with the lead. San Diego, because both Stetson and Marist lost already today, if they win, they'll win the PFL championship. 7th time in 8 years, looking for a 4th trip to the playoffs in the last 5. If they win, they'll keep the longest home and conference winning streaks in the country alive. But in order to do that, they have to come back from 10 points down. And they need to stop right here on 4th down and 3. Davidson working out of the shotgun. Phelps keeps it to the near side, keeps it himself. He's wrapped on up. Phelps taken down. Kamakamaka getting in there for San Diego with help from Connor Spencer. And it looks real close as Phelps came to the near side. Mothershed waiting. The official comes over. They're going to measure it. But it looks to be short for the moment at the 34-yard line. Phelps needed just 3 yards to convert with 1:35 to go in the half. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. And they will measure here. And it's not enough. San Diego stands. The Toreros will take over here. Back-to-back stops on defense. 1:35 and 2 timeouts. And Anthony Lawrence is coming back onto the field. USD needs, if they can get something on the board here, touchdown or field goal near the end of the half, it'd be a huge boost for San Diego. Davidson will receive the 2nd half kickoff in the 3rd quarter. But the Toreros here have 2 timeouts and 95 seconds to put up something here at the end of the 2nd quarter. They send Martinez in motion. They pump to him. And now Lawrence goes deep to the far side. It's Bandy with the catch. And he's out of bounds across midfield to the 44-yard line of the Wildcats. A 21-yard play. Lawrence to Bandy. And it's 1st down for USD with 1:27 left to go in the half. Ten-point deficit. Lawrence on 1st down here. Out of the shotgun. Lawrence. That one batted down and incomplete. Right at the line of scrimmage. Kendall Ross and Jalen Jefferson are there. So incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Wildcats. Still 2 timeouts for USD. San Diego's field goal range is the 20-yard line. So they need 24 yards to get there. And now Lawrence will work out of the shotgun. We've got movement up front here on both sides. It could be against San Diego. That goes against Nolan Basono and the Toreros. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 15 from right near midfield. Again, still the 2 timeouts. 1:24. San Diego trailing by 10. And looking to close the gap before the end of the half. Kincaid, the tight end who just caught a touchdown in motion. Now here's Lawrence. Quick toss, Martinez over the middle, stutter step move, and he will get it to the 41-yard line. Let's see if USD uses a timeout. They bring everybody to the line. Not yet. 1:10 left to go in the half. 3rd down and 6 for San Diego. We'll take 2 shots to try and convert here. 3rd and 6 from the 40-yard line. Lawrence to throw. Against pressure to the far side. Pass complete. It's Bandy with a 1st down across the 30-yard line to the 29. 11 yards. He'll stop the clock momentarily. USD moving with less than a minute to go. 55 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. They reset the chains. They'll wait on 1st and 10. Now the clock moves. 54 seconds and counting. 2 timeouts for San Diego. Lawrence looking to throw. Far side again for Bandy. Pass complete. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Back-to-back catches for the number 2 receiver in the country. Out of bounds with 44 seconds left on the clock. San Diego went down by 24 points earlier. It's the largest deficit they've faced this year in the PFL. Now Lawrence will work out of the shotgun. 4 wide, including Kincaid in the slot to his left. Next to Christian Brooks. Bandy and Dondoyano to the right. He looks to the left, going for Kincaid. Into the end zone! Touchdown, San Diego! From 20 yards out! Dalton Kincaid, back-to-back touchdowns, and San Diego is back within 4. Extra point on the way to make it a 3-point contest. Kincaid around his defender. Right back in it with 39 seconds left in the half. Now Aiden Johnson. Here's the extra point attempt. It's up. It is good. We've got a 3-point game from down 24. San Diego's back within 3 here at the end of the half. Now, Davidson still has 2 timeouts left. They're also going to receive the football first in the second half. USD won the toss, elected to receive, and then Anthony Lawrence hit Michael Bandy for an immediate touchdown to begin the game. That seems like a very long time ago now. 38-35. San Diego down only by 3 with a chance today to win the Pioneer Football League at home. Here's Aiden Johnson. Fair catch called for again for Davidson. So no time will come off the clock at 39 seconds. And San Diego will bring the defense back onto the field. Jacob Bergstrom had a huge sack on that last drive. Nick Friedell's got an interception today. Connor Spencer had a big play on that drive as well for San Diego. Jake Whitwer is now in for USD, the senior out of Salt Lake City. He was honored today for the Toreros. Whitwer is in at defensive tackle up front. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Here's Duggar, who earlier had the 93-yard touchdown run. And he'll be brought down. They say his forward momentum was stopped at the 29, so that's a 4-yard gain. 25 seconds and counting. Davidson is not taking a timeout yet. And so they'll line up for perhaps one more play here. Play clock is off, given the status here. They'll look to throw. Phelps under pressure. Phelps rolling to the near side. Hit as he throws. Deep downfield. It's going to be caught, but that'll do it. No, 2 seconds left, they say. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. Eli Turner came back to the football with 2 seconds left in the half. And he made the catch around the 40-ish yard line, but the field judge says it hit the turf and it goes incomplete. So one final play left here in the first period. (38-35). San Diego down by 3 points. Here is Phelps out of the shotgun. Handoff to Duggar, near side, and Duggar will be taken down. Ball came loose, but he was already on the turf. He'd already been marked down, and that's going to do it for the half. So, San Diego will go to the break, down only by 3, 38-35, after going down by 24 points. USD has come back, down only by 3, and we have reached the half in a wild one to end the regular season at home for the University of San Diego. Davidson leads by 3. We'll get back to our halftime coverage coming up next. This is San Diego football. 25, but twice it was a 24-point deficit for San Diego. And USD looking to win the Pioneer Football League here today at home and keep the longest win streak in the country at home and in conference intact. Will now have 30 more minutes of football left to complete the comeback as they play host today to the Wildcats of Davidson College with the nation's best rushing attack, and they certainly put that on display here in period number 1. 551 rushing yards, 5 TDs on the ground, an average of 18 yards a touch for Davidson. They only had 20 passing yards. Phelps, the quarterback, was 2 of 7 for 20 yards, but on the ground, they carried the ball 31 times for 551 yards. But San Diego would not go quietly. The USD's on a 28-7 run, 21 unanswered points, thanks to a pair of nice defensive stands, and then the 3 straight touchdowns. Anthony Lawrence has thrown for 320 yards and 5 TDs for San Diego. 5 touchdowns for the senior quarterback. This is his final home game in the regular season of his career. USD already the all-time leading passer. Lawrence now needs just 138 more yards in the second half to become the all-time leading passer in the history of the Pioneer Football League. Now he needs just 3 more TDs, whether it be today or next week, to pass Josh Johnson for the all-time Torero touchdown record. That was one we thought may have been out of reach at the beginning of the year, but Lawrence has been fantastic. He's now thrown 30 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. But with Marist and Stetson losing today, San Diego's got a chance to win the conference title right here. They'll have to do it in comeback fashion if they want to go back to the playoffs. And they're kicking off here to begin the second half. Again, the fair catch called for Davidson. So the Wildcats, as they have done every time, will start from the 25-yard line with a rushing attack to put up 551 yards. Remember, Davidson, for the season, has outscored their opponents by 70 points in the first quarter alone, but then been outscored by 49 in the fourth quarter. The trend has not been with Davidson this year, and San Diego's trying to keep that intact as they get back out there defensively. Lout and Spencer up front with Friedel and Bergstrom. Tuiasosopo, Kamaka, Mahoney, the linebackers for USD. Phelps will keep this one himself, and he's off and running. Phelps to the near side. Phelps is going. Looking for a 75-yarder this time. He'll have to cut it on back, and finally is taken down at the 38-yard line of the Toreros. So there's that rushing attack again for San Diego. On the defensive end, they have to deal with it. And 15 seconds into the second period. Already, Phelps is a 37-yard rush. So 38-35. San Diego down by 3. Davidson with the ball at the USD 38-yard line. Phelps gives this one to Duggar right up the middle. And take it down to the 34-yard line. Wesley Duggar was the leading rusher in the first half. He had 200 yards just himself on 7 carries, including a 93-yard touchdown run. He takes this one to the 34. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Davidson. The Toreros with David Tolbert and Arian Archie at corner. Brian Kelly and Jack Michael at safety. Michael was out with injuries, wearing an enormous brace on his left hand, like a boxing glove. Got the enormous club on his left hand, and he was pressed into action for San Diego in this one. On the pitch to the far side, it's Wicks. And Wicks is still going here, down to the far sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds by Kamaka. He'll get all the way to the 10-yard line, a gain of 24 for the Davidson Wildcats. So on the option, the true option play, the pitch back, William Wicks, the junior, who's been a great player here for Davidson for a number of years, although they radically changed the offense here this year and went into the option. Now comes up with a carry. He's got 7 for 130 yards. Davidson's over 600 for the game on the ground. Handoff Duggar right up the middle. Duggar down inside the 10 to the 7-yard line, a gain of 3. This is officially 1st and goal, depending on where they spot. Yeah, so this is going to be a 2nd and goal carry upcoming for Davidson. That run by Wicks had him out of bounds exactly at the 10-yard line. So 2nd down and goal from the 7. Out of the shotgun. Phelps takes it himself, and he'll be wrapped up. It's Tuiasa Sompo who gets the stop for USD, a 1-yard gain. 3rd and goal from the 6 for the Wildcats. This is the opening drive of the second half for Davidson. Taking their time getting to the line. On 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Phelps will take it himself. He pitches back at the last moment for Wicks into the end zone. Touchdown Davidson. He waited till the very last possible second to pitch it back on the option. And William Wicks is into the end zone for the 3rd time today. 6th rushing touchdown of the afternoon for Davidson. And the Wildcats now lead it 44-35 with the extra point coming. 3rd rushing touchdown for Wicks. 626 yards overall for Davidson on the ground. And Matthews adds the extra point. It's up and good. So, San Diego immediately back down by 10 here. That ends the run where the Toreros had 3 straight unanswered touchdowns. And a 10-point lead right now. For Davidson. In that game in week number 3, in which the Wildcats scored 91 points against the Division III school, Guilford, they set the all-time FCS rushing record for a single contest at 685. Well, they're at 626 right now. I'm looking to break that with 12:01 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kick. Armstead will drift back to the 2-yard line. He'll take it there in the corner. Crosses the field to the far side. Armstead with room to run across the 20-yard line of the 30. Armstead still going across the 40 and around the corner. Armstead from 98 yards out. He's going to take this one back all the way. Touchdown San Diego. He's 2nd of the year. What an answer. From 98 yards. Michael Armstead again for USD. 45-41 with the extra point coming. Armstead, who had a 100-yard return earlier this season, now goes from 98 yards for the touchdown. Here is the extra point. It's up and good. And so San Diego's back within 3. 45-42. This is just like that game that Davidson had back on September 13th. It was 91-61 in their win over Guilford. And now it's a 45-42 contest where San Diego's back within 3 points. Armstead came into today as the number 2 return man in the country. And remember, he didn't even start returning kicks till midway through the year. Armstead has the 98-yard touchdown. Michael Bandy has 2 TDs today, 6 catches for 135 yards. Kincaid has a couple of touchdowns. The freshman tight end, by the way, threw a great block on the kicker on that return of 98 yards. Kincaid, for good measure at the end there, made sure that Armstead found his way into the end zone with a great block. And so here is Aiden Johnson. We got a fair catch called for again by Davidson. And so here we go again. There were big plays on the last drive for the Wildcats. And the big run from Phelps that set up the eventual touchdown. And USD had those two great defensive stands at the end of the first half. Can they do it here? They can't keep trading points the rest of the way. We have 11:46 left to go in the third. San Diego down by 3, 45-42. This is Keelan Brown. He had a touchdown in that first half. Brown only out for about 1 yard. Make it 2 officially on 2nd and 8. Sun beginning to set. Out toward the ocean here, off to our right. So there are shadows that have taken over the first 15 yards or so of the west end zone here at Torero Stadium. Phelps on the pitch. Back to the near side, it's Turner, and he won't be able to turn the corner. David Tolbert and Kamakamaka doing a nice job to push him out of bounds. And they will mark him out at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Davidson. .57 and counting here in the third quarter. 45-42, Davidson by 3. They've got the football. Phelps keeps it himself on the pitch to Wicks to the far side. Wicks, and he won't get to the 40-yard line. Will be enough for the first down, but they mark him out at the 38, 39-yard line. So it's going to be a first down. A gain of 9 for Davidson. So as the sun sets here, off to our right, off to the west, and the shadows start to creep in. The shade has completely covered the first 15 yards of the west side of the field. And there are some scattered shadows out toward midfield. San Diego is looking into the sun right now, defensively. Wicks, stutter step move, he spins away. He's still going. He's finally sandwiched by Connor Spencer and Kamakamaka at the 46-yard line. It will be a gain of 7 on first down for William Wicks. Second and 3. Davidson putting together pretty deliberate drives here. They're trying to keep San Diego's offense off the field. Michael Armstead, that 98-yard return for a touchdown. We put them right back out there. Here's Brown up the middle. And he'll make it to midfield. That should be enough for the first down. So a gain of 4. And again, Davidson will move the chains. 9:33 and counting here in this third quarter of play. San Diego with a win today can take the championship in the Pioneer Football League. Marist has lost, Stetson has lost. There are no more one-loss teams in the PFL for the moment. If USD loses today, they'll play for the championship next week at Marist. The one win at home here as Brown will run right into Nick Friedel and the Toreros defense, getting down to the 47-yard line, a gain of 3. Going to be 2nd and 7. Much more of a deliberate attack here from Davidson. 45-42, the Wildcats with the lead here in this third quarter. .45 and counting. Again, they just come with a no huddle right to the line and wait. 10 on the play clock. 3-point lead for the Wildcats. Scored on the opening possession. San Diego returned a kick. Got it right back. Phelps will come to the near side, pitches it back, and Kamaka is right there for the stop. A loss back to the 49-yard line. Pat Tabor taken down by Kamaka. Big stop on second down. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now on the 2-yard loss. Third and 9. 7:55 left to go. Davidson content to wait all the way until the play clock runs down. Phelps out of the shotgun, looking to throw to the near side. Pass complete to Wicks, but it's not even going to be close to the first down. To the 44-yard line, a gain of 5. 4th down and 4 upcoming for the Wildcats. Will they go for it here on 4th and 4? They've converted 57% of their 4th down attempts this year. San Diego defensively is number 4 in the country, stopping their opponents 75% of the time. Now, drifting back into a pooch punting situation indeed, Phelps will kick it away, and it's a pretty good one. Bouncing, and it's a great one down near the 7-yard line. So a beautiful pooch punt. His first one was terrible, but that was a great one from Tyler Phelps. And they'll mark it at the San Diego 8-yard line. So, good news is USD got the stand they needed there. The Toreros on this drive will have a chance to tie or take the lead. Down by 3 points with 6:59 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Anthony Lawrence already with 5 touchdown passes today, 320 yards. Looking to throw, looking into the sun, gets it away for Emilio Martinez. Out across the 15-yard line, Martinez to the 16. Going to be an 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 2 upcoming for San Diego. Lawrence will quickly huddle them. 6:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lawrence looking into the sun as he operates from his own 15-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Lawrence looking to the near side, over the middle for Bandy. He's got him across the 35 to the 39-yard line. Goes Michael Bandy. And USD in business here with a 24-yard strike. Lawrence to Bandy on a slant to the 39-yard line. That's the 7th catch of the day for Michael Bandy. 7 for 159 and 2 touchdowns. Lawrence works out of the shotgun here on 1st down and 10 from his own 39-yard line. Quick toss near side. Dundoyan on the wide receiver screen. Stutter step move out across midfield, and he should have the 1st down. Dundoyan, the freshman, out to the 49-yard line of the Wildcats, a 12-yard gain, and a 1st down for San Diego. 5:43 left to go in the 3rd quarter. San Diego driving to try and take the lead or tie on this possession. From the Davidson 49-yard line. Kincaid in motion, the tight end already with 2 TDs today. To the far side of the field. That's where Lawrence rolls. Gets a couple of blocks out in front of him. He'll take it himself. And Lawrence lost the football, hit hard, and lost the ball coming down at the 45-yard line. Lawrence was hit hard to the far side of the field. And he gets back up for San Diego. They say he was already down when the ball came loose. It was a slow developing play. He was rolling out to his left, his non-throwing side, and he took a big-time hit. Whoa, that's very close to being a fumble. We're looking at the replay from our W.TV partners here on the television side, and that is very close to have been a fumble. Instead, it goes as a 3-yard gain for Lawrence, who popped right back up And it's 2nd down and 7. We've got a delay of game here. After all of that, it's going to be a delay of game. San Diego's looking back and asking if the play clock should have reset. They say no. So they move the football to the 49 of the Toreros. And it's going to be 2nd down and 12. So a dangerous play, but Lawrence able to survive it with 5 touchdowns today already. 363 yards passing. Lawrence. Handoff. Martinez on the delay. Martinez forward to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and it'll be 3rd and 1. So Martinez will take that one. And now on the quick snap, it's Lawrence who gets the first down for USD. Came right to the line. Quick snap for San Diego and a first down. So 2 gutsy plays by Anthony Lawrence. How about that one? Taking off as if he's in the Wildcat. And to get it to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for San Diego. 3rd quarter action here. 3:51 left to go. Lawrence out of the shotgun, looking into the setting sun. Out to the west end zone. Backing up and firing deep, looking for Michael Armstead, and that one incomplete. Back and forth, the 2 sides were fighting. Everybody wants a penalty on both sides. Armstead going over to the officials, but that one incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Armstead saying he was dragged down, incomplete. Would have been right near the 5-yard line. 2nd down and 10 for San Diego from a 38-yard line. 3:34 clock stops in the 3rd quarter. USD trailing by 3. 45-42 Davidson. And we get a whistle here and a timeout. San Diego had the play clock winding down again. So USD spends their first timeout. We'll come right back. 3rd quarter action. Toreros down by 3 points. Here in the 3rd, this is San Diego football. .334 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They line up for a 2nd and 10. Quick toss to the near side. He goes to Christian Brooks, and a flag comes in. Brooks down to the 35-yard line. It was a gain of 3, but it's going to be a hold against the Toreros. Out of the timeout, and there's an injured player. It is Terrence Smith for USD who is down. Michael Bandy is called for the hold on the screen to the near side. And we've got an injured player here for the Toreros. It is Terrence Smith for USD. So again, we'll take the timeout here as San Diego is down by 3 points, 45-42 here in the 3rd quarter. This is San Diego football. Second down and 20 for San Diego after the holding call. Terrence Smith was able to walk off the field under his own power. Now, Anthony Lawrence going deep to the near side. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Lawrence on the near side of the field. I was trying to find Emilio Martinez near side, but there were 3 defenders there. So it's third down now and 20 for USD. San Diego with the ball at the Davidson 48-yard line. 3:09 left to go in the third quarter. 45-42, Davidson by 3. San Diego looking for just their second lead today. Lawrence on 3rd and 20, operating out of the shotgun. Handoff here, Martinez makes the first man miss, and he will move forward down to the 44-yard line. It's only a gain of 4, and San Diego's going to punt. So Tanner Colgin will come on for USD and punt away. The west half of the field to our right is now completely covered in shadow, but Colgin's going to punt looking into the sun from his own 40-yard line. McCall is back deep to receive the kick. Sun setting off to the west end zone here. And Colgin, the end-over-end kick. It's a beauty. A fair catch called for and made at the 15-yard line. And that's where Davidson will start out. So USD gets a nice defensive stand, but they cannot capitalize. And they remain down by 3 with 2:23 left to go here in the third quarter. Hunter Nichols is back on at safety for San Diego to join Brian Kelly. Archie and Tolbert in the secondary as well. Tuiasosopo, Kamaka, Mahoney, the linebackers for San Diego. On the end around, it's Wicks to the far side of the field. Wicks, and he slips and falls. He does not make the turn, and he'll gain about 3 yards. Wicks with his 11th carry today. Brian Kelly making the tackle for USD. We approach 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. San Diego's already spent their first time out. Davidson has all 3 of theirs here at the end of the third quarter. Friedel, Spencer, Lautz, and Whitwer up front for USD. They have spread Jake Whitwer out to the left defensive end spot for the Toreros. And now here's Duggar to the near side, and he's upended nicely. David Tolbert in there for USD, combining with Tuiasosopo on the stop. Need to be third down and 5 now for the Wildcats from their own 20-yard line. This has been a much, much faster moving third quarter than we saw in the first half. Davidson has made the halftime adjustment to take the time off the clock. And now on 3rd and 5 with a minute to go in the period. Phelps will come to the near side. He pitches it. Comes to Duggar, and Duggar will get the first down. He's out to the 35-yard line. And he gets 16 yards there and the first down on 3rd and 5. Nice pitch by Phelps. Tyler Phelps has run the option perfectly today. The last touchdown that Davidson scored before the end of the half, he had a perfect pitch in which he was getting hit and then released the football. Here's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Up the middle with Keelan Brown. He makes it to the 38-yard line, a gain of 2. That should bring us to the end of the quarter here, with Davidson still leading by 3. Nothing has changed here in the third quarter. San Diego went into the break down by 3. And thanks to the Michael Armstead 98-yard touchdown return, they're still trailing by 3 as we go to the break here at the end of the third period. Right on back to Torero Stadium for the final 15 minutes. This is USD football. in regulation for San Diego and Davidson. This is the Toreros' home finale for the regular season. Senior day for USD, final home game of the year, and they're trailing the Davidson Wildcats by 3 points as we begin this fourth quarter. Here's Phelps, who finally is brought down by Nichols all the way into San Diego territory at the 49. It's a 13-yard run for Tyler Phelps, and that's how we start things off here in the third quarter of play, with Davidson getting to midfield and continuing to push their rushing total near a record. From midfield now, the Wildcats will have it first down and 10. They lead it 45-42. Handoff. This one got up the middle of the field by Turner, and he's still going. Turner across the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. And Davidson now has the most rushing yardage in FCS history for a single contest. 704 yards of rushing offense. And they're not done yet. We still got 14 minutes to play. Out of the shotgun, Phelps. He'll take it himself up the middle. Trying to escape Phelps, he snowed under. And he'll be brought down at the 32-yard line, only a gain of 1 on first down. 13:56 left to go. Davidson was able to keep possession there in that third quarter for quite some time, and it allowed the clock to wind all the way down through the quarter. They're waiting here. San Diego still trailing by 3 points. If the defense gives up a touchdown, the number of possessions that USD will have will become very limited here in the final quarter of play. 45-42. Handoff Duggar, and he's hit immediately by Jake Whitwer and stopped at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2. It'll be third down and 7 for the Wildcats. Big third down right here for the San Diego defense. Although likely Davidson would go for it if they can't get the conversion now. 3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Phelps on the pitch to the near side to Wicks. He will not get the first down. Stopped at the 27, a gain of 3. It'll be 4th down and 4 from the 27-yard line, but the Wildcats are going to go for it on 4th down here. 4th and 4. San Diego with 12:34 remaining in the contest. Needing a stop. 4th down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Phelps. He looks to the side. New play call in with 15 on the play clock. Phelps out of the shotgun with Duggar in the backfield. He'll look to throw on 4th down. That one up, a flag comes in. Pass is complete down to the 10-yard line. There's a flag on the play. And it's going to be a hold against San Diego anyway. So Davidson will convert with 12:09 left to go. It's a hold against USD. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the 8-yard line. 45-42. Davidson with a 3-point lead and knocking on the door again. Already setting the FCS single game rushing record with 709 yards on the ground. 11:54 to go. Phelps working out of the shotgun. Takes it to the far side, pitches it back for Turner. Turner stopped by Arian Archie at the 4-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 4. And here we go, 45-42. 11:38 left to go. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Shotgun for Phelps. Handoff, Wicks to the near side. Wicks tracked on down. He stopped at the 1-yard line. Manoa Tuiasosopo with the stop for San Diego, but it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1 now. Third and goal from the 1. Wicks has to come out because he lost his helmet. Now here we go with 11 minutes remaining. 3-point lead for Davidson. 45-42 Wildcats. Out of the shotgun, Phelps. Waiting for Duggar. And Duggar on second effort, he stopped. Right at the 1-yard line, he stopped. So a decision for Davidson. Likely the Wildcats will go for it here, given their success on the ground. They keep the offense out there on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Duggar was stopped in the last play, pushed on back, and here we go. 4th and goal from the 1. 10:34 to play. Phelps coming up under center. He takes it himself, and Phelps fighting for the goal line. He waits, and he's in. Touchdown, Davidson. The Wildcats get in with 10:25 to go. Phelps took it himself. And Vincent Durham came up with the ball in the end zone. So it's 42 for San Diego. Now wait, hold on. The officials are waiting and conferring. Hold on a second here. San Diego is celebrating. Hold on. Here's Michael Mothershed with the explanation. They say you can't advance the fumble. And San Diego stands on 4th down. They wave off the touchdown. And USD will take over at 45-42, down by 3. A huge break for the Toreros. And Vincent Durham was the player who came up with the football. They say San Diego got the stop beforehand. Now Anthony Lawrence, under center out of the I formation. Lawrence, handoff here for Martinez. And he'll get out to the 2-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for San Diego. What a break for the Toreros. They say that the forward progress was stopped on Phelps before Durham got the ball and took it into the end zone. So they wave off the touchdown. 45-42. San Diego down by 3, now backed up to their own goal line. 2nd down and 9 from just across the 1. Lawrence out of the shotgun. He'll be throwing from his own end zone with 9:43 to play. Lawrence going to the far side for Bandy. He's got it across the 15, and there he goes! Bandy from 100 yards all the way down the far sideline. Michael Bandy from 99 yards out. Touchdown, San Diego! Lawrence threw that one from the end zone. And Bandy, with his 3rd touchdown today, takes it 99 yards to the house. First lead for the Toreros since the first minute of the game. 48-45, San Diego with the extra point coming. Now here's Aiden Johnson, who will add the extra point. It is good. 49-45. San Diego gets a break. They get a 4th down stand. And then Bandy goes 99 yards up the far sideline for the touchdown. There was nobody there for Davidson. It was single coverage on the best receiver in the country. And Bandy took it to the house. His 3rd touchdown today. He's got 8 catches for 258 yards. And Anthony Lawrence on that play has broken the all-time PFL passing record. On the 99-yard touchdown, he breaks the conference passing record 462 yards today and 6 touchdowns for San Diego. USD has put up 49 points, and they've taken their first leads in the first minute of the game on the 99-yard pass from Lawrence to Bandy. Fair catch called for and made down inside the 10-yard line. 9:29 left to go. Still got 9.5 minutes of football here. But after the Toreros got the goal line stand, the officials, I think, saying that forward progress had been stopped before the second player picked up the fumble and ran into the end zone. Now on the end around, it's Wicks coming to the near side. Wicks taken down by Kim Mahoney. Arian Archie was there as well. 49-45 San Diego. San Diego out in front for the first time since the first minute of the game with 9:03 left to go here in the contest. Second down and 4 for Davidson. Phelps on the option, waiting, and he can't get rid of it. Tuiasa Selpo in the backfield takes him down. Loss in the play, it's 3rd and long upcoming. Manoa Tuiasosopo, who made that last tackle for USD. It's a loss in the play, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Davidson. Tuiasosopo is down at the 27-yard line for USD. Toreros have been really thin defensively in terms of injuries. Already Daniel Tolbert is out for the Toreros. We've seen Jack Michael come in. In fact, he's playing now for USD with the cast on his left hand. Marcus Vivao out for the season. Now Tuiasosopo runs off the field under his own power, so he'll be replaced by Kyle Bilchik for San Diego. Bilchik, Kamaka, and Mahoney at linebacker now. Michael, Kelly, Archie, and David Tolbert in the secondary for USD. Whitwer, Lout, Spencer, and Friedel up front. 3rd down and 6 for Davidson. From their own 29-yard line following the stop. Phelps to throw. Under pressure to the near side. Gets rid of the football. Incomplete. Brian Kelly breaks it up for San Diego. 4th down and a punt on the way for the Wildcats. 8:14 left to go. San Diego catching a huge break with the officials overturning a potential touchdown at the 1-yard line. And then Michael Bandy catches a 99-yard touchdown pass to make it 49-45. Here's the punt. Tolbert is going to let it fall, and it takes a Wildcat bounce momentarily, not too far. Out to the far sideline, and San Diego will have it at the 39-yard line. So USD down twice by 24 points in the first half. Coming back to take a lead here with 8:08 left to go. Emilio Martinez in the eye behind Brandon McHale. Christian Brooks in motion back toward Lawrence. Play action here. Lawrence rolls away, gets it to Cooper Hagmeyer. First catch of the day for Hagmeyer, and he's running. Turning the corner to the far side. Hagmeyer out of bounds finally at the 37-yard line of the Wildcats. So the first catch of the day for the freshman tight end out of Bishop O'Dowd. The Oakland product getting that one into Wildcat territory. San Diego leads at 49-45. The ball at the 37-yard line after the 24-yard pass. Lawrence to Hagmeyer. Anthony Lawrence is already set on that 99-yard touchdown to Bandy, the all-time PFL passing record. Now he'll look to throw again to Bandy. Tipped up and intercepted. Taken away. There's a turnover here. And now a return for the Wildcats. Still going. And finally, they'll bring it back on the tip ball interception all the way to the San Diego 38-yard line. Lawrence had that one tipped into the air. He was trying to go to Bandy. It was overthrown. Bandy got his right hand on it. And that's the second interception of the day for Lawrence. It's the 38-yard line of the Wildcats where that return was. Not San Diego, but the Wildcat 38-yard line. So they're right back out there on offense, having already in today's game set the all-time FCS rushing record, 720 yards on the ground. 720 yards rushing today for the Wildcats. Here is Phelps. He takes it himself and runs right into Brian Kelly. This stop for USD after just a 1-yard gain. It'll be second down and 9 for Davidson. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. Wildcats have already set the single game record in FCS football for rushing. They're well over 700 yards. They put up 45 points, but San Diego leads it 49-45. The pitch to Wicks to the near side. Wicks pushed out by Jack Michael. It's going to be real close to a first down. And it should be. Yeah, it should be a first down to the near side. Let's see where they spot the ball. And they are going to move the chains. So it is a first down to the Davidson 47-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Phelps gives it to Duggar. And Duggar gets only the 1 yard there. Stopped by Connor Spencer and Arian Archie. So 6:25 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 49-45. There's an injured Davidson player out near midfield. Just some cramping. The sun has set off to our right. The lights are on here at Torero Stadium. Beautiful sunset here in America's finest city off to our rights, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. At 49-45, San Diego leads by 4. Help the injured Wildcat player off the field. Bryce Simmons, their starting center. Tate Kipperman comes in now at center for the Wildcats. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Handoff to the near side. This is Turner, and he dives on forward, flying through the air for the first down to the 42-yard line. So he picks it up for Davidson. San Diego's lead is only 4 points here. Eli Turner with a first down run. 6:07 and counting here. San Diego was down twice by 24 points in the first half. They've come back to take a lead. End around is Turner again, and it'll be stopped by Tuiasa Sopo. What a play by the senior linebacker. A loss of 1. It's going to be second down and 11. It's Tuiasa Sopo, who's had a great contest here. Quick toss to the far side. And they'll move things forward. That's just the 5th completed pass of the day for Davidson. Colin Hare, the wide receiver, with his first catch of the day. So 5:06 left to go. 3rd and 1 for Davidson. Hand off to Wicks on the end around. Wicks forward. He should have enough for the first down. Lount, Spencer, and Mahoney in on the tackle, but he does get the 1 yard necessary for the first down. 4:50 left to go. Davidson has all 3 of their timeouts. San Diego leads by 4. Davidson trailing by 4 points has all 3 of their timeouts. San Diego has 2. Phelps pitches it back. Turner on the near side. And Turner will be stopped by Michael and Mahoney for San Diego as we approach 4 minutes left to go here in the game. Ball to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on first down. 2nd and 5 upcoming. Davidson taking plenty of time off the clock. .355. Now they snap. Duggar up the middle. Jake Whitwer on the stop for USD to the 24-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for Davidson. San Diego's got 2 timeouts remaining. That's it. The USD lead is 4 points. 49-45. Davidson driving to try and retake the lead. Out of the shotgun. Phelps from the 24-yard line. He'll go with the option to the near side, pitches it back. They've got it to the far side of the field. Kamaka knocking down Pat Tabor to the far side, but it should be enough for the first down. They mark him out at the 21-yard line, and that will move the chains for Davidson. Kamaka went all the way across the field to get the stop, but Davidson picks up the 1 more yard necessary. Now Phelps working out of the shotgun. Hand off to Wicks to the near side. Wicks turns the corner. He'll get out of bounds shy of the 10-yard line. Not enough for the first down. He'll stop the clock with 2:53 left to go. 49-45. San Diego by 4. Davidson's going to be looking here, trying to get into the end zone, and then get a 2-point conversion. 2:45 left to play. Handoff up the middle, and the spin into the end zone. Touchdown, Keelan Brown. Let's see. Brown into the end zone from 12 yards out. Makes it 51-49. Well, he's come out with the extra points. This to make it a 3-point game in favor of Davidson with 2:38 left to go. At 51-49. Here is the kick. It's up, and it is good. So 52-49. Davidson out in front by 3 points. San Diego's got 2 timeouts and 2:38 to work with. Anthony Lawrence has thrown 6 touchdowns tonight. His 486 yards have helped him break the all-time conference passing record. Michael Bandy has 8 catches for 258 yards. That's already set a school record for a single contest. Passing Sam Hoekstra from 2012. But the Toreros are going to need 1 more drive here if they want to win the Pioneer Football League championship. .238 left to go. Anthony Lawrence and Michael Bandy just hooked up for a 99-yard touchdown, where each of them set records. Lawrence, the career conference passing record. Bandy, the single-game school record. And here we go. It's a short kick. Graziani calls for the fair catch and makes it to the 29-yard line. So San Diego is going to have to go 71 yards here for the game-winning touchdown. They need to get to at least the 20-yard line to get into field goal range to tie it. And here is Anthony Lawrence. The all-time leader in passing yardage in PFL history. Looking at a potential game-winning drive, pass complete to the near side. It's to Emilio Martinez, who is knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line, a gain of 4 on first down. Clock stops, 2:34 left to go. And now it will wind. 52-49, Davidson out in front. The Wildcats, with 774 rushing yards, have set the all-time FCS single-game record. Here's Lawrence working out of the shotgun. 2:15 and counting, 2 timeouts. Lawrence to throw, goes deep, looking for Bandy, over the middle, Bandy has it in, down to the 20-yard line, into the red zone, San Diego. Lawrence to Bandy from 46 yards, 1st and 10 for the 20. 2 defenders draped all over him, and Michael Bandy somehow hauls it in. Now, 4 wide on 1st and 10, less than 2 minutes to play. Lawrence working out of the shotgun. Quick toss, Bandy again to the far side, gets the catch, turns the corner, Bandy down to the 1-yard line, out of the pylon far side, touchdown San Diego! Bandy fighting for the far side pylon, USD back in front. 55-52 with the extra point coming. Aiden Johnson now for the extra point for San Diego to give them a 4-point lead. It is up and it is good. 1:43 left to go. San Diego going 71 yards. 3 plays, 2 of them to Michael Bandy, the #1 receiver in the country. 10 catches, 324 yards, 4 TDs. And Anthony Lawrence has just thrown his 7th here today. He's tied Josh Johnson for both the single game and career touchdown records on the final touchdown to Bandy. 56-52, and it's still not over. USD by 4. Davidson's going to get this one. Presume they call the fair catch again. With 1:43 to go, they will have all 3 timeouts. Fair catch called for and made. So USD must defend 75 yards to try and take home the Pioneer Football League championship. 56-52 USD. Here comes Tyler Phelps, who's only thrown for 54 yards in this game, but Davidson's run for 774. 1:43 to go and 3 timeouts for the Wildcats. Phelps takes it himself to the near side, pitches it back for Wicks. Coming to the near side, Wicks has about 9 yards. They mark him out at the 35, so they give him the full 10, and it's going to be a first down for Davidson. A 10-yard carry for Wicks, who's got 194 himself on the ground and 3 TDs today. San Diego leads it by 4. A minute 37 left to play. Wicks got out of bounds. Davidson still has all 3 of their timeouts. 56-52. San Diego by 4. Phelps out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw here to the near side of the field. Pass is complete. It's going to be just shy of the first down to the near side of the field. Colin Hare with his second catch. It's a 9-yard gain. He gets out of bounds with a minute 33 to go. San Diego hanging on to a 4-point lead. They can win the PFL championship tonight if they hang on here and survive against the Davidson Wildcats. San Diego's going to be headed back to the playoffs. Phelps, the option to the near side, pitches it for Wicks. He's got the first down. Out of bounds, knocked out by Jack Michael. And at the 47-yard line of the Wildcats, a minute 28 left to go. And for a team that runs the football, they are executing the 2-minute drill pretty well. A minute 28 left to go. San Diego by 4. Davidson ball at their own 47. First down and 10. Phelps out of the shotgun. Looking to throw again. Phelps over the middle for Duggar, and he overthrew him. Oh boy, Duggar was wide open, incomplete. He just overthrew him. Davidson has set tonight the all-time FCS single-game rushing record. But the passing game has seen them only go 6 of 13 for 63 yards and an interception. Second down and 10. A minute 23 to go. San Diego on top and looking to hang on by 4 points. 56-52. Shotgun. Phelps. Handoff. And Connor Spencer is right there to stop James Story. Only a 2-yard gain and a timeout for Davidson, their first. A minute 18 left to go. It's going to be third down and 8 for the Wildcats coming out of this timeout. Ball's going to be at the 48-yard line. Third down and 8 for the Wildcats. They have 2 timeouts left, so does San Diego. There are so many records in this contest. It's going to take us the entire postgame show to get them to you. But highlight-wise, Davidson is nearing 800 yards rushing in this game. 800. It's the all-time FCS record for a single game. On the other side, San Diego and Anthony Lawrence has already passed 12,000 yards for his career. Michael Bandy has 324 of them. First player ever to get above 300 in a single game for USD receiving. But it's up to the defense now. Out of the timeout, 3rd and 8. From the 48-yard line. Phelps looking to throw to the far side. That one's complete. And San Diego takes it away. No, incomplete pass. Nearly looked like a fumble with a move, and then they lost the ball. But an incomplete pass is called. Colin Hare was the intended target. And now it's up to this. A 4th and 8 play from the 48-yard line. One more stop to win the Pioneer Football League. San Diego needing just one last stand. Phelps will work out of the shotgun on 4th down. Right near midfield. A minute 13 to go. Looking to throw. Phelps deep to the near side. Incomplete! San Diego going to take home the 2018 championship. .108 remaining, and they'll take over on downs. USD coming back from down 24 twice in the second quarter. 56-52. Now Davidson still has 2 timeouts remaining here, so Lawrence is going to huddle him up. A first down wins it for San Diego. Lawrence will come to the line. And he gives it to Emilio Martinez. Martinez around the far side corner. He slides on down. Stays in bounds at the 45. Davidson calls their second timeout. There's a flag on the play. The far side of the field. Michael Mothershed is the referee here. And they're going to get a chop block called against San Diego. So an illegal block and a 15-yard penalty for USD to move things back. Now, I don't know that Davidson officially took that timeout just yet. So now it's going to be first down and 25 for San Diego. With 1:02 remaining. They are looking to see if Davidson's going to take the timeout. Ball's going to be spotted all the way back at the 32-yard line. (56-52), and the officials still are trying to work things out to see if Davidson's going to take the timeout. They come over to the side judge to try and see if the penalty overruled that. 1:02 remaining. 56-52, San Diego by 4. All right, so Davidson did take the timeout, and in fact, that's their second of the half. They have one more remaining. And USD is 62 seconds away from winning the championship, with just one timeout left for the Wildcats. Four-point game. San Diego was down by 24 points in the second quarter. It was early in the second quarter, too. USD trailed 31-7 with 12:29 left in the first half. They trailed again 38-14 with 8:09 left to go in the second quarter. And they've come all the way back to take a 4-point lead. The penalty was declined, by the way, because they don't want USD to have the extra down. So that's why they reset the football near midfield. They declined the blocking penalty. And it's going to be second down for the Toreros. Yeah, so they finally reset the ball all the way to the 45-yard line. And what Davidson did was it denied San Diego a chance to have first down again, no matter where they were on the field. So it's going to be second down and 7 for USD. But Davidson right back at it. Here's Lawrence under center. 1:02 to go. Lawrence, handoff Martinez, taken down at midfield, and a timeout for Davidson. So now 57 seconds remaining, and Davidson takes the timeout. and they put 2 more seconds back on. So 59 seconds left to go here in the game. 56-52. San Diego by 4 points. (56-52) with 59 seconds remaining. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 for San Diego. Here's Lawrence coming under center. 59 seconds left to go. Lawrence will try and take it himself, and down he goes. So that'll be 4th down now for USD. And they'll let the clock run all the way down until there'll be about 12, 13 seconds left to go here in the game, and then they'll punt for San Diego. Davidson's out of timeouts. So USD will let it run all the way down. It'll be about 12, 13, 14 seconds. Let's see where USD calls their timeout. And they do it with 13 on the clock. So, Tanner Colgin, who leads the conference, number 23 in the nation in punting, will come on here. We've got a delay of game penalty it's been called. So not a timeout for USD, just a delay of game. So Colgin will have a little bit more room. And there are 13 seconds remaining. Colgin will punt it away from his own 25-yard line. Davidson is setting up for a return. They have one guy back. They can send everybody else. Sending 10. Here's Colgin. Gets it away. Beautiful kick. Spinning kick down toward the 1-yard line and bouncing into the end zone. So that took 7 seconds off the clock. There are 6 left to go, which means USD will have to stop one more play. 61-yard punt for Colgin. One more play left to go for this San Diego defense. 6 seconds. No timeouts left for Davidson. Now the official score still has actually 1 timeout left for the Wildcats. After all of that, after the penalty and the reset of the football, they did not charge Davidson with the timeout. They didn't take their last timeout. At least that's what the official scoreboard has. So Phelps will look to throw, and down he goes. 1 second left on the clock. Time expires. And the officials here will have to confer after that one went incomplete. Davidson's asking for 1 more second to be put back on the clock. And they'll confer at 56-52. And that's it. It's over. San Diego is the 2018 PFL champions. USD coming all the way back from 24 points down twice. They survive against the Davidson Wildcats, and they're headed back to the playoffs for the 4th time in 5 years. What a wild contest here in San Diego tonight. (56-52) is the final. And San Diego wins it. They are 7-0 in the PFL. Last remaining undefeated team. And they'll be heading to Marist next week to wrap things up, having already been crowned PFL champions. 56-52 is the final. San Diego tonight, in one of the crazier games, has won it by 4. 56-52. And they'll start handing out the trophy here at Torero Stadium. When we return, San Diego wins it. Comeback fashion. 56-52 is the final. This is San Diego football. San Diego wins it here tonight, 56-52. The Toreros in a crazy one at home keep the nation's longest home and conference win streaks intact, and they clinch the 2018 PFL championship with a 4-point win in comeback fashion against the Davidson Wildcats. What a crazy game it was. For Davidson, it saw them set the all-time FCS single-game rushing record. They had 789 yards rushing in this contest. They scored 7 rushing touchdowns. They averaged 11 yards a touch on the ground, and they set the all-time single-game record at the FCS level. But on the other side for USD, they got stops when they absolutely had to have them, including a goal line stand in which it initially looked like there would be a touchdown. It was overruled. San Diego got the ball back and then scored immediately. And the final drive as well for the Toreros, as San Diego wins it here tonight. On the other side, a record-setting performance. Anthony Lawrence breaks the all-time conference passing record, 556 in this game, and he also goes above 12,000 for his career. He has tied Josh Johnson's single game and career touchdown record with 7 here tonight alone for USD. His next touchdown will break the career record already, the all-time leading passer, obviously, in USD history. And Michael Bandy tonight with 4 touchdown receptions, 10 catches for 324 yards, including a 99-yarder. Sets the all-time single-game record for USD in the receiving game. USD did it through the air. Davidson did it on the ground. And San Diego survives here tonight to win the Pioneer Football League Championship. They are headed back to the FCS playoffs. 3rd year in a row, 4th time in 5 for San Diego as they win their 7th title in the last 8 years here in the PFL. What a night it was. San Diego learning before the game that Stetson and Marist had lost, knowing that this was a championship game, and coming back from twice down 24 to get the victory. What a win tonight for the University of San Diego. They are PFL champions for 2018.